Detectives in France are hunting a gunman who killed 3 children and a teacher at a Jewish school in Toulouse. Authorities say the same weapon was used last week to murder 3 French soldiers of North African and Caribbean origin. From Toulouse, our Europe correspondent Martin Geisler reports.
Just minutes before lessons began this morning, a man on a motor scooter stopped in the narrow street outside the Ozar Hatorah Jewish school in Toulouse, pulled out an automatic handgun and opened fire. As children ran into the school grounds, he followed them, still shooting. 3 of his 4 victims were from one family. 30-year-old Rabbi Jonathan Sandler and his 2 sons, aged 3 and 6. One other young child was killed, and a 17-year-old is in a serious condition in hospital this evening. As news of the shooting spread, distraught parents who dropped children off at the school rushed back. French President Nicolas Sarkozy interrupted his election campaign to fly to Toulouse, describing the killings as a national tragedy.
Cet assassinat ne concerne pas que la communauté juive.
This assassination does not concern only the Jewish community. The entire national community has been moved, he said. Believe that and be sure of it. Tomorrow in all French schools there'll be a minute's silence. These are our children. They're not simply your children, they are ours, he added. This is the 3rd such incident in this part of France in the past few days. Last week, 3 soldiers, 2 of North African descent and 1 Afro-Caribbean, were shot in 2 separate attacks, both carried out by a man on a motorcycle, both involving the same type of gun. Security has been tightened at all Jewish schools across France. The horror at what happened here, now coupled with the fear that the gunman is still on the loose and the desperate hope he's caught before he can strike again. Well, more than 200 police officers are now involved in a massive manhunt in this city of 1 million people. It's understood they may have the licence plate details now of the motor scooter the gunman was using, but they don't yet know his motivation. And until they find that, and find him, there will be an understandable, inevitable fear here in Toulouse that this may not have been his last attack.